Hello, Dads. Keith Jowers again with Dads for Life, and I want to ask you a question. Were you intentional this week? Were you the exception this week? I started out on Monday talking about, be the exception this week. Let's work at being the exception and being intentional with being involved with our children's lives each and every day. And only you can answer that, obviously. But I wanted to encourage you on this last day of this week to talk about the one thing that I haven't talked about this week. We've talked about encouragement, and we've talked about respect, and we've talked about gratitude and grace and forgiveness. And we've talked about adaptability and being intentional on a daily basis. But I want to end up by talking about love. Love is the foundation any strong parent-child relationship, it can thrive on, or it can hurt if you don't have it. Strong devotion to this relationship actually fosters that growth and development of your child's passions, strengths, and abilities. Even the Bible talks about in 1 Corinthians 13 that love is kind and love is patient and love doesn't boast. It doesn't have any conditions to it. You see, I've actually talked with parents who believe that their children sometimes, they have to do certain things to get all their love. And I try to redirect that way of thinking, because our mindset has to be changed if we're not giving our children daily love and daily affection, to talk to them about how to treat other people. They're going to see, like we talked about earlier in the week, what we do. They're going to see how we treat other people. They're going to see, do we really love each other in the way of a husband and wife? Do we really love our neighbor? As the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. Do we love ourselves? The more we think about loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves, we can help other people if we do those things. If we love ourselves first and we can take care of ourselves, we can take care of others. I'm not talking about just all about me. I'm talking about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, so you can take care of your children as well. So I wanted to wrap up this week talking about being the exception and being intentional on just that. Doing those things in love. Loving your children like never before. It's okay to hug them in public and, kiss them and just tell them that, hey, we're going to get through this. If there's an issue going on, we're going to get through this. Your children are going to make mistakes, but so are we parents. But if we operate in this word of love and around this word of love, then things will work out much better. And the more you do it with your family, you might be able to do it with your neighbors. The more you do it with your neighbors and treating them fairly, the more we might be able to do for our city. We treat our people in our city fairly or at work, and we might be able to let it, have that ripple effect on the state or maybe even the nation. Or let's think really big. It's like Mother Teresa talked about. The world needs more love. So let's start with our children. Let's love them each and every day. Let them know that home is the safest place to be. Until next time, it's Keith Jowers with Dads for Life saying go out and encourage and enhance and enrich someone's life today. But let's start with our children because they truly do benefit from the most. Be intentional and be the exception, Dad, that I know you can be. God bless you. Bye-bye.